Good evening. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Choudhry. Well, the BJP is on in full swing right ahead of the crucial 2024 polls. Prime Minister chaired the marathon BJP meet, which began at 11 p.m. last night, ended at about 3:30 a.m. this morning. The BJP convened its Central Election Committee meet, the CEC meet, to finalize the first list. What we've been given to understand, about 100 candidates have already been finalized where the BJP is concerned, and massive changes are at stake. Lots of cuts, lots of celebrities coming in, and of course the staple, the big five, if one would suggest, and right on top the Prime Minister from Banaras. All of that. Listen in.
In full throttle already.
ये लोग जितना कीचड़ उछालेंगे, जितना ज्यादा कीचड़ उछालेंगे, उतने ही ज्यादा कमल खिलेंगे.
On the ground and in strategic discussions. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a late night strategy session from 11 p.m. until 3:30 a.m. The Prime Minister led the BJP Central Election Committee meeting to finalize the first list of candidates of the Lok Sabha elections. Party Chief JP Nadda, Union Minister Amit Shah and Rajnath Singh, along with Chief Ministers of key BJP ruled states in attendance. As per inside sources, over 100 candidates were finalized. The initial list, expected in a couple of days, will feature prominent figures. Prime Minister Modi from Varanasi, Home Minister Amit Shah from Gandhinagar, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh from Lucknow, and also include constituencies that were narrowly lost by the BJP in 2019 or won by a slim margin. States discussed during the CEC meeting include Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Gujarat, Assam, Telangana and Kerala. The BJP intends to spotlight fresh talents, including women. Some celebrities may contest against actor politicians from rival parties. At least 3 incumbent MPs from Delhi might not find a place in the candidate list. Seat distribution has largely been finalized in several states. 6 seats earmarked for coalition partners in Uttar Pradesh, 3 in Assam, 1 in Jharkhand. Discussions ongoing with current and prospective allies in Maharashtra and Bihar. The Modi cabinet is likely to convene on Sunday. There is speculation that some ministers, particularly from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, may not receive tickets this time. There is a possibility the Rajya Sabha MPs and Union Ministers Nirmala Sitharaman, Jyotir Aditya Scindia and Sarbanand Sonowal may contest Lok Sabha seats. Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai and former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan are also potential candidates. Fully engaged in the upcoming major electoral showdown, presenting the strongest lineup for a shot at a third term. Bureau Report, India Today.
As I bring in our political panel this evening of political analysts, Sanjay Singh, consulting editor, IANS, Ashutosh, political analyst, Rashid Kidwai, political analyst, Amitabh Tiwari, political analyst. Well, with our analysts at fray, let's ask a question which is highly rhetorical. And let's begin with you, Amitabh. Who is more battle ready, India or NDA?
The NDA seems to be battle ready, more battle ready, because now we've seen that meetings have taken place for finalization of candidates. As I mentioned yesterday, during 2019, the candidates, the first list was out on 21st March. More or less alliances have been sealed. Even when alliances have not been sealed, BJP is the captain of NDA and has more than 90% seats and vote share. So it will decide who will get what. It's not a problematic situation like the INDIA bloc has. And in terms of campaign, if you see, the campaign theme is already there, which is once again Modi, and the campaign song is also already there, which is Isliye Log Modi Ko Chunte Hain. So in terms of campaign theme, the announcement of seats, the finalization of alliances, candidates, etc., all that has already started in the NDA
Right.
bloc, and the campaign has also been launched today with the Prime Minister holding rallies in Jharkhand and West Bengal.
Ashutosh, that's the fact. As rhetorical the question is, as cliche that it might be, but there seems to be only one answer, that the NDA right now is miles ahead of India.
That the results will tell when on
We are just
May
looking at
May.
what's on paper, Ashutosh. Nearly 100 seats finalized. The party is not fearful of making cuts, brutal at that. Top leaders would be dropped, though some will be bought in. It's all happening. The wheels are turning quick and fast.
See, Preeti, I think a few months back, a few weeks back, it was said that India is in disarray. There is a disintegration happening in the India Gadbandhan. In UP, there is no alliance is going to happen. In Delhi, there will be no alliance with Aam Aadmi Party. And Mamata Banerjee is saying all kinds of things. In Maharashtra, nothing is going to happen. Now, what is happening? Look at the picture. In UP, there is a 17 and 63 formula. In Delhi, despite Aam Aadmi Party and Congress Party fighting against each other in Punjab, but they are have a formula and sorted out. In Gujarat, they have sorted it out. In DMK, the alliance is almost done between the India alliances. In Maharashtra, the formula has come out that 2018 and 10. Now look at this picture. So what was said a few weeks back, that India Gadbandhan was disintegrated in total disarray, was basically a narrative which was created by somebody else. But can I ask a simple question? How many alliances BJP has formed up till now? Has they formed up their alliance in Bihar? Have they formed up their alliance in Maharashtra? Have they formed up their alliance in Andhra?
Ashutosh, do you think they need to right now? Does it even matter? They have already decided on 100 seats. Do you really think it matters that they firm up alliances? They'll give 2 seats to RLD. They'll do a similar kind of a tie-up where it comes down to Bihar.
I will not blame BJP or the leadership for being overconfident. But don't forget, there is always the 2004 for the 2024. In politics and in life, unless the last bullet is fired, no battle is neither won or lost. So let me tell you very frankly. Yes, the truth is that today the BJP seems to be had an edge over India Gadbandhan. But to rubbish India Gadbandhan altogether is not fine.
All right, so don't write off India, but at least even Ashutosh admits that the BJP, maybe not the NDA because there's no seat sharing right now, seems to have an edge. Rashid Kidwai, and that's the fact. Look at it. At least with what our sources are telling us, and we'll play the entire list out. It's at least a party which doesn't fear making the hard cuts of dumping, one would suggest would be old war horses. Look at it. Other than, those 4-5 on top, which is, of course, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister and Rajnath Singh, everyone is in the fray, and some of them who want to be in the fray would be pulled back. Delhi is a prime example of what we are learning, where only 2 MPs would be repeated.
Yeah, so Preeti, it's a problem. Kachwe aur Khargosh ki race hai. We are told in fables that tortoise had won the race, but in real life, practical life, we don't see that happening. See, the challenges are very different as I see it to within India alliance, where they have to find, as Ashutosh was saying, right alliances, but winnable candidates. The problem in NDA is problem of reality. You look at state after state, particularly in northern India, part of India and central India, the BJP has a lot of sitting MPs. Are they going to bench sitting MPs? You're showing this picture of, for instance, Jyotiradittya Scindia contesting. If Jyotiradittya Scindia contests, where would he contest from? Because, the Guna seat, there is already a BJP sitting MP. In Gwalior, there is a sitting BJP MP. So there is a problem. They're going to create a lot of problems. So the challenges are very different.
But what's the problem? I'll tell you, Rashid Kidwai, earlier on, it was a problem. Let's talk about even a Jyotiradittya Scindia. After the state elections, at least one thing is clear, that where the Chambal is, even, the likes of Narottam Mishra or even the former Agriculture Minister Tomar, now the undisputed for the BJP king of the Chambal is Jyotiradittya Scindia. That was established in the last election.
Yeah, but then, Preeti, I think all those people who are contesting, they're very, why do they want to contest? Last time, 2019, Mr. Scindia was a very towering leader of, Gwalior Chambal region, but he lost. He lost to a person, who was not very well known. I had gone there and many people did not know who they had voted for. So that's the thing. So basically, everybody in BJP is very confident that Modi hai to mumkin hai. That's what I'm saying. Comparison is a thief of joy. Let us wait. I mean, it is for voters to decide.
Okay.
As I should see, BJP is ahead. There's no doubt about it. Whether they can retain their hold, whether they, cross 300 mark on their own, and all this is a point of interest.
But you're right there. Ultimately it is up to the citizen. It's still that last, finger is inked, that last vote is counted. Like Ashutosh said, the last bullet is fired, or what they say in the West, till the fat lady sings. But having said that, I'll bring in Sanjay Singh as well into this conversation. Sanjay Singh, both Rashid Kidwai and Ashutosh of the opinion that this could be an India shining moment as well. Do you see a difference on what happened in 2004 or what's taking place now? Because a lot of people are suggesting that as well on the sidelines.
Preeti, there is old saying, those who forget history are condemned to repeat that. Having said that, if you misinterpret history, that is also not a correct thing to do. There is a huge difference between 2004 and 2024. In 2004, what had happened, few things had happened. A, attack on parliament. Then Vajpayee said, aar par ki ladai hogi. That did not happen. Forces were moved. Then you also had Kandahar hijacking. Then you also had India Shining perhaps was not the right campaign, perhaps, or it was not a right campaign. And third thing, they preponed the election by 6 months. That was, again, a very wrong thing to do on part of the then Vajpayee government, and also switching over alliance between, then it was DMK, they had alliance with DMK. Last minute, they switch over to AIDMK. That was not a good thing to have done. Having said that, 2024, there is sea change. If you compare 2004 on all these points, there is a great deal of difference between then and now. Now, Modi, the central leader, the key leader of that particular alliance, has to be a force multiplier. Modi, in this particular case, is a force multiplier, and it has been proven election after election. Before 2014, when those four states went to poll, and after 2014, that is amply clear. Where is Rahul Gandhi? Rahul Gandhi has gone abroad. Whether or not he has actually been invited that by Cambridge University, his alma mater, as was said, that has come into controversy. There is a bone of contention out there. Congress has not clarified. In fact, there are some suggestions that Indian Overseas Congress, in fact, posted a wrong picture of previous occasion. Then you post that alliance that Ashutosh is talking about. This alliance happened and that alliance happened, and thereafter the mood has become very buoyant in Uttar Pradesh. What happened in Rajya Sabha in Uttar Pradesh? Amethi and Raebareli, in fact, were the two seats. From there, the MLAs, in fact, punctured the whole bubble that was forming around Rahul Gandhi's visit to Amethi and Raebareli. The same happened with Akhilesh Yadav. So in election, you create a momentum, you create a perception that you are going to be a challenger. The challenger has to work even harder than the incumbent. In this particular case...
Okay, so a huge difference to draw parallels which really, shouldn't be looked at is what Sanjay Singh is saying. But Amitabh Tiwari, I want to pull you in back into the conversation before we go to Ashutosh and Rashid Kidwai on why there's such a stark difference and why they don't see that. Flip it for us, Amitabh Tiwari. We've spoken of how clearly the NDA more battle ready than the India alliance as of now. They are way ahead, pulling away. But till about, say, a fortnight ago, Amitabh Tiwari, we were talking about the India alliance being in complete disarray. You yourself were saying even in Uttar Pradesh, this alliance will not happen. It's happened. Now, flip it around and analyze for us the India alliance on where they stand today.
See, what happens is that in an election cycle of 3 to 4 months, there are various cycles. So first, BJP was ahead in terms of sentiment because of the Ram Mandir inauguration, and in specifically UP, RLD shifted, so it gained more momentum. Then you had the India Congress and the SP forming an alliance, so they gained some momentum, or they covered back some of this space. Then you had the Rajya Sabha elections, and so this cycle keeps on changing based on the news items as we go ahead. Now, in terms of optics, yes, after a series of bad news, Congress was able to seal alliance with Aam Aadmi Party in 5 states, I guess, and in UP as well. So in terms of optics and narrative, at least they have come towards some of the positive side that they have been able to form alliances. However, the nature of these alliances are weak. I mean, the Samajwadi Party and the Congress alliance is much weaker compared to the Mahagathbandhan. You have had a switch of a partner from India bloc to NDA, so it's a double impact, it's a double whammy. The alliance with AAP is not happening in the strongest state. It is happening in states like Gujarat or a Haryana or a Goa, where again
it's happening in Delhi.
India bloc
and it
is
serves
on
them
the
not
back
to
foot.
have it in Punjab.
Yeah, see, again, this sort of experiments is already in place. Congress has done this experiment with CPM, being partner in West Bengal and fighting in Kerala, but that has not worked. So just forming alliances and specifically with AAP sends very clear, confusing signal to the voters, and there is a clear-cut trend of this sort of an experiment failing disastrously, both in Bengal and in Tripura.
All right, Ashutosh, pulling you in on this, there is somewhere down the line truth in what Amitabh Tiwari is saying, or at least intrigue in what he's saying, because 2019, if you look at it, the mother of all alliances, which should have swept Uttar Pradesh, didn't work at all because the vote transfer never happened between the BSP and SP. Sir, you're on mute.
Preeti, sometimes we forget to understand the alliances by nature is a bundle of contradictions. Look at in 1977. Everybody thought that the Mrs. Gandhi is going to sweep the elections, and how many political parties, the kind of political party, they lost their identity, they merged into Janata Party, and within no time, the new beast came up, and look what happened. So in 1989, people forget who were together. Jyoti Basu and Lalkis Advani were sharing lunch and dinner together. Today, can we think about it? The today's generation might not know this. Forget about this. Vishwanath Pratap Singh refused to share a dais with Bharatiya Janata Party in Mathura and Agra. Why? Because he believed that the BJP is a communal party in that sense. But they together came and formed a government under VP Singh. So what I'm saying is that alliances by nature is a bundle of contradiction. I can understand. And let me also tell you, because there are a lot of people, they question this. In Punjab, if Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, they come together and form an alliance, that is going to hurt the country in the long run.
Counterproductive. Yes, counterproductive.
So it is not in the nation's interest that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress should come together. I think they are wise. They took a right decision.
But Ashutosh, are you actually telling me that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress have made this decision because it's a virtue to the nation or it's not good for the nation? I don't think that would have been anywhere, in any which way, their consideration.
I don't think, Preeti, I'm going to say something which people are not going to like. But the fact of the matter, patriotism and the nationalism is not only the legacy and everything, a virtue for the BJP. Other political parties also have the nationalism and the patriotism in their pocket, and they also believe in this.
Ashutosh, come on. Hand on your heart, and you're telling us the reason that the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are not coming together, it's for the nation and not for their own political cause.
I can tell you this. These two political parties, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party, they are equally as patriotic and nationalist as...
Nobody's questioning their patriotism, Ashutosh. No. Now you're being a politician. I'm saying, nobody's questioning their patriotism. Are they not coming together because you say because of a national cause? They are not coming together because they deem fit for the alliance.
Preeti, I have worn that cap along back for 4.5 years. Now I have almost completed more than 5.5 years. I should be treated as a journalist, not a politician.
All I'm just saying is, I get what you're saying.
I tell you one thing. I know for fact, this discussion has happened. And every wise politician will understand this. If the opposition and
let me ask Rashid Kidwai. It's intriguing. Okay, but Ashutosh, it is intriguing. I want to bring in Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai, is this the reason why the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are not coming together because it will serve the nation better in Punjab? Or it's because of practical political reasons? It might not serve the alliance as well. It's better they fight against each other.
Absolutely. I think politicians do very, practical, pragmatic calculations when they decide about alliances, etc. All these noble thoughts are there, but they are only for, speeches or television studio discussions. I think this election of 2024 is being fought in a very, contesting style. You have a, kind of larger than life image of a prime minister, very sleek kind of campaign, and a lot of resource mobilization. Everything seems near perfect, if not perfect. The other side is very, chaotic and struggling to come up and all. But as I said, the elections there are 4 states that, Preeti, to my mind, they matter a lot even today. There is, what will happen in Bengal, what will happen in Maharashtra.
As I bring in Sanjay Singh, I want to ask you one question, sir. If you'll allow me, I'll ask you one question, because there's a lot of intrigue whether somebody likes it or not and where Rahul Gandhi is contesting from. What are your sources saying? Is it going to be Telangana? It is going to be Telangana plus maybe, a seat in Telangana plus maybe a Rai Bareli or a Methi, or is it going to be Wayanad? What are your sources?
You're asking me, I think we can rule out Uttar Pradesh. That's not a thing. I think Rahul Gandhi is not going to experiment. So there's, even Telangana is out of question. It has to
Wayanad.
be, Kerala, Wayanad.
Oh, you're saying it's sticking to Wayanad. All right, Ashutosh, you wanted to come in. If you have an answer, sir, only then, because I have 1 minute and I want to go to Sanjay Singh. Go ahead, sir.
No. I just only say the history is a bad demon. This question used to be asked to Atal Bihari Vajpayee, from where you will contest, from Balrampur, from Mathura, from Lucknow, from Gwalior.
Okay. Sanjay Singh, I want to bring you in. Once again, to get back to this particular list, where at least what we have been given to understand by our sources is huge cuts that are going to be made. Celebrities being bought in. Most leaders through Rajya Sabha now will be fielded in Lok Sabha. We can see that. You already have the health minister in all probability fighting in Bhavnagar against Aam Aadmi Party.
See, that is again done to create a momentum and send a perception that winnability is the most important thing. And therefore, candidates, anyone who can, any particular party candidate or somebody who is coming in with that kind of a force can win a seat, then he'll be given a seat. That's what...
Sir, tell us, what are your sources telling you? What celebrities are we expecting in the BJP's list?
See, Preeti, as you know, it's very difficult to predict about the BJP in current dispensation. It's better not to kind of go for speculations. That's not a very healthy thing, because you get, most of the time you get it wrong. And perhaps after something goes in public, greater chances of getting that wrong.
But sir, at least I'm glad you concede that. Better than hedging best like... Sorry, sir. Go ahead, Mr.
I said Sanjay. My friend Sanjay is not mentioning Madhuri Dixit as a potential candidate.
You think there's Madhuri Dixit who's going to be fighting, sir?
I think there is every possibility of it. Yeah.
Possible. Sanjay ji is saying no. I have no idea. Ashutosh ji, you also have an input on this.
No, I'm told that the Kangana Ranawat can be a good candidate. So
all right. Okay, we are throwing in all sorts of names.
Actor has the right to contest election.
But that way, Akshay Kumar's name from Chandni Chowk is also making the rounds. And you'd be familiar with that, Ashutosh ji. All right, with that, okay. No, I'm saying you'd be familiar with that. You'd be familiar with the constituencies, all I'm saying. I'm not even saying Akshay Kumar's fighting, but we're giving out names, we're giving out names. Appreciate all for you, gentlemen, for joining us. We're going to let it be. But it's a conversation that's going to be carried forward in days to come. Thank you for watching.